Down back in it there. He hit all
Yeah,
five.
you can't foul through that.
Is there any thought to calling a timeout late when you had the ball? You're up, you're down 3. And,
Fran, how tough was it without Devin? I mean, just how much of an adjustment?
Well, it was tough, Pat. It was tough offensively to get the kind of rhythm we needed. They're a very physical team defensively, and you need a guy who can break his man down and get to the rim and get to the free throw line. Of course, I don't know if anybody would have got to the free throw line that much tonight, apparently.
it took 12 minutes before a foul was called on Michigan State. They're a physical team. Were you surprised by that?
Do you like the toughness your team played with? Might have
Didn't play with
been-
any toughness.
You didn't?
No, did not. And that's disappointing. Offensively, we played with no toughness whatsoever. Defensively, we did. On the glass, we did. But you have the other end of the floor. Okay? Can't turn the ball over 18 times. They don't change defenses. They don't press. Can't turn the ball over 18 times. Because when you do, it's dunks and layups. Here we are working hard to stop them and giving them layups off turnovers. Can't do it.
Talk about the spark that Mel and Zach gave you.
Mel and Zach were fabulous. They were fabulous. Did exactly what we need them to do. Juniors come off the bench. They've been through it. We've been struggling from 3. Zach hits 3 big threes. The great thing was he missed some and came back and kept firing. Basavi was great. Ran the floor, moved his feet. Terrific.
Were you trying to get Josh this last shot?
No, anything, they're going to be switching late, Scott, so, you got to take what's there. You just got to put enough guys that can score and hope they break down at some point. When they're up 3, they're going to give you a 2 under 8 seconds. I mean, not give it to you, but, they're going to be up taking away the 3. We felt like, the first time we took the 2 and ended up, getting fouled, and the second time we ended up shooting because we didn't have time.
What were your thoughts on what you got considering the negative start?
I thought Eric May was spectacular. But he always is. He gives you everything he's got. He executes. He defends. He's all over the glass. He came very close to that last rebound when we missed the free throw when it tied the game. He came from the top of the key and almost got it.
The shortage of toughness you mentioned, is it youth, their physicality, intimidation, any of the above?
What you have to be able to do in this situation is execute your offense, whether you're running motion or you're running set plays. We worked a lot in the last 3 days on that, and we didn't do it. What we ended up doing was having some good players make some good plays at times. We got some transition opportunities. But we didn't execute at any point in time when we really needed a basket. We needed to get the ball inside, we needed to get the ball to somebody. Everything that we got was kind of off of, now again, go back to your earlier point, like, a little bit because of how they play. There's going to be a little bit of that. The X is going to be on the L. So, your screening action is going to be a little different. Your time, they're going to knock you out of your timing and your spacing and things of that nature. But you've got to be able to get the ball where it needs to get to and space the floor accordingly and run a set play if you need to. And we couldn't do that.
What, if anything, do you tell Anthony after a game like this where he had an opportunity to tie it at the end of the free throw, so he wasn't able to get that second?
You know what? I'm not going to say anything about the free throw. He couldn't miss the free throw. He's human. He's a great person. What I'm not happy with is, 4 turnovers and how they happened, and that's what, to me, that's what he has to address. He jacked up too many threes in the first half, and he had too many turnovers at critical times. We had momentum, and next thing you know, they're dunking the ball. That cannot happen. You could say, well, we've got 2 freshman point guards. I don't care. They're not freshmen anymore. I don't care if you're a freshman. I don't care what grade you're in. You cannot turn the ball over in those situations. You might have a bad shooting day. You might miss a free throw. I mean, you might make a mistake in terms of, I thought I was supposed to line up here, and I was over there, especially Mike, because we're moving him around. Clemens plays one spot. Get us into our stuff. What I need you to do.
You only scored on one of your last 15 possessions of the first half. Was that when the offense you think was the most stagnant and lacked the toughness right there?
Well, it was a combination of that. I mean, we didn't execute anything well. We were a little bit tired. They had ratcheted the defense up a little bit at that point, knowing the score and so forth. So that was kind of a combination of things.
Was there, maybe there wasn't, but was there a moment or play down the stretch that really stood out to you as defining the outcome? Was there a moment when you said?
Well, we were up 3 and we didn't get the rebound and then found the three-point shooter. I think that's the play. We got to get that rebound. I mean, we had been doing a pretty good job, I think, in the zone rebounding. And that's a worry that a lot of coaches have when you go zone. Rebounding responsibilities, a lot of threes, a lot of long rebounds. Got to run them down. We get that rebound.
What do you do to make them tougher? It seems like that's been the theme this week.
Well, clearly they got the message on defense. I mean, we were tough on defense. We guarded them and we rebounded them. We blasted them. But it's a different kind of toughness. It's a mental toughness and an understanding of how you've got to run certain things offensively. What are we trying to get? How do we have to execute? Because, you know, you're going to be on the road, there's going to be pressure because of the time in school, pressure defensively, pressure from the crowd. So we've got to be able to go out and execute offensively in those situations so that we get a good shot opportunity, we get a good driving opportunity. You know, we made a couple decent plays. You know, we got a couple screen rolls late. You know, Vasalvi caught the ball in traffic, had some finishes. We had a number of opportunities where we tried to run stuff and we had guys open, we didn't throw the ball. You know, the timing was a little bit off, you know, whatever. And, you know, that's going to come with a little more experience. But again, it's like, okay, if we're coming out of the timeout, we're going to run, then we're going to run it. And I want to get the ball where it has to get to, and I want to get it to where it has to go. So if I got to dribble it here and throw it there, all right, now if it's fronted, if it's denied, okay, that's another story. Now we're going to run something else, or we're going to go into our motion.
In a league that's this tough and this deep, how important is it to get, you know, NCAA resume wins like tonight? I mean, what's going through your head in terms of the importance of it?
I'm not thinking about that at all. I'm just thinking about how we're going to win the next game on our schedule. You know, obviously, we're disappointed we had an opportunity to win this game. We had an opportunity to win the end. We didn't have an opportunity to win Michigan. Okay, we didn't put ourselves in that position. All right, but we learned from it. We played better. We were better tonight than we were against Michigan. That's a good step in the right direction. Now we got to go on the road and play a team that is going to execute to perfection, and they're going to shoot it. And we've got to be better at both ends of the floor.
May McCabe play well enough tonight to earn maybe starts?
Marvel starts when he's healthy. There's not any question about that. So I mean, Eric's going to go back to the bench if that's okay.